Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're finally setting up the plotter and I wanted you guys to come along with me. So many of you guys have asked me to actually, yes, you wanted to see how I have set up this beautiful little plotter. This is the Bible size limited edition plotter. I believe this is a plotter Lisco. This is in like this burgundy, beautiful red color. It has like a rose gold spine. We will go through like sort of not only like what the plotter is and why I got it, but then also I will actually walk you through in this video how I actually set it up and how I'm using it. So in case you have a small rings planner or you're thinking about getting a plotter and you wanted to see if this is going to be like the right fit for you, then hopefully this will help you out. So let's just get started. Let's just get started with the video. First of all, thank you for requesting this. I was honestly not planning on like showing this planner on camera, only because I actually bought this because I wanted to have sort of like a second brain. I wanted to have like a little system that becomes very flexible and kind of like it molds with me, so that I can keep track of anything and everything social media and anything that has to do with an online business. So hence you can kind of tell why I wasn't really planning on sharing this online, because it didn't make any sense. But anyway, so I bought the Narrow initially just to kind of test it out, see how I feel about it. And that is a perfect on-the-go system. But here I felt like if this is going to be primarily home and I kind of want to keep track of everything, I needed it to be wide enough. I needed the inserts to be wide enough so that I can kind of work with it. So that's sort of where we're at. Okay, let's just walk through like exactly what came within the limited edition box, which in my opinion, it was a good deal because the leather is, oh, I can't even. The leather is so smooth, you guys. I never really gushed about it in like the initial like unboxing, but I mean, we have to respect it. And I will show you the Narrow, and I will put the names of both of them on the screen, but it's like the quality of the leather. You can kind of tell, see how this is like a little bit more textured versus this is, oh, this is so smooth. Like I can't even. Anyways, so it's like this is very smooth. Like everything about this just screams like yes, like this is the luxury item that you want to use. And but it's also so simple and minimal that I absolutely adore it. I love the fact that it's just something so simple but luxurious about it without being overstated, you know? And then you open her up, and then we get into the actual planner, and I will walk you through the different sections in a moment. But we also have this really pretty ring protector, which just kind of sits right here. I wanted to show you how it looks like close up. But it's really nice because it kind of just protects the actual rings. This is what it looks like, and actually let me show you the engraving. So hopefully you guys can see it. So the engraving says that the future starts today, not tomorrow, which is just iconic in and of itself. And then when you want to kind of put it back, you just push it back on. And then the other thing that also came with the limited edition box is actually the pen holder. So not only do you have something that kind of protects something that protects the leather from the rings, but then you also have that same engraving here, and then you have a little pen holder, which, to be really fair, I was going to buy a pen holder regardless, so this just kind of sped up the process. Okay, let's talk about inserts for just a moment, and as we go through, I will show you what actually goes in what order, and then after that we can like spend a couple minutes just setting up the current week that we're working on, of like what information I actually would like to kind of enter in there. So first things first, well actually if you're not familiar, I should mention, mind you, this is not really like a setup video, but I just wanted to mention it. If you're brand new to Plotter, the way that you purchase it is you buy the planner, and then you have to buy the inserts obviously separately. So the inserts kind of come in like these little packages. So this is obviously the weekly. I also have the project manager. I haven't quite set it up just yet, but this is actually coming really soon. I also bought a to-do list. This was like, I mean, I thought I'm like, maybe I will use it, maybe I won't. Oh my gosh, this is like my most used insert. And it's so simple because you have like all of your to-dos here and you can kind of track the progress between 0%, 50% to 100, or you can just check it right off. And I really love that I don't have to necessarily date this. I can just kind of start the to-do list, kind of cross it off that that's how much I've done for that day. And then I can jump back in to see like my weekly to-do list of how much I've done and where I'm at in progress. So, like if you find that you have like a lot of things on the go, then I would get something like this. Like this becomes such a helpful and very simple insert, but then it just makes your life so much easier. The other thing that I got is actually the monthly schedule for obvious reasons. And then we also have a couple of grids. So one of them is the blue paper. This is a special edition blue insert that they have released. I will just pop it right on the screen so you can see. So cool. This one is set up in quadrants in like this really, really tiny little grid right on the page. And then you can kind of set up 4 little sections. And then the other one that I have is just a 5mm dot grid. Nothing special, very simple, but I think that's sort of where it leaves enough space for you to kind of play around with it. So these are the answers that I have, and then let's walk through how I actually set it up bit by bit. So first, starting with, sometimes I just leave like a couple of pages of grid at the front, which actually, since we're already here, like why not? I will actually just add a few more. So I like to add maybe like 4 or 5 pages here. The key, at least for me, is to not like overfill it because I'm swapping things out regardless. So I don't have to be like, oh, this is how it's gonna be for the next month. Nah, it's, you know, like when you're done with your page, like why am I keeping this? You know what I mean? We're just gonna archive it anyways. And then the next thing that I put in here is actually 3 months worth of monthly. Just because I not only want to see what's happening, well, here you have like an annual overview of 2026. And then it gives you a page for annual mission. I haven't really filled this out because I just didn't feel like I needed to. And then we have December. And then we have right away January. And then in the monthly, I typically tend to, just place it in here. So typically with the monthlies, I tend to kind of just write in, I don't really write too much into the priorities, but I will moving forward into February. And then I just use the days so that I can kind of plan out most of my social media postings, when I'm planning on when I'm planning on filming and when I'm actually planning on uploading videos. It gives me like a full overview of the full month so I can see what do I have to do, when will I have to film it, what's missing, what's kind of queued up for the week. So that's it on the monthly. And then move straight into adding a few to-do lists. I thought I'm going to have to like swap this out super fast, or that I'm going to need to add like a lot of these inserts to a really similar weekly layout to what you would see from like a Hobonichi weeks, except the grid is slightly different. Since I'm planning on setting it up anyway, let's just kind of close it. So here you already have one grid that has been created for you. You have some numbers that they kind of, I guess they kind of counted. I don't know what these numbers are for. Yeah, like time specific planning, I guess. And then, but here it gives you like the full basically 24 hours. I tend to not use that. I like that there's a grid here so that it automatically creates different sections for me. And then I kind of follow the same pattern here on the right hand side as well. I don't use the numbers here on the side because I just don't feel like I need to. And then I really love the little icons. Here you go. You can actually see a little bit better. I really love that you have like these little weather icons, which makes it like kind of fun. I like to use like the dot marker. Like today, you have both sun and a ton of snow and wind. You basically have everything, which, you know, it's just fun in and of itself. But the way that I'm kind of planning on using this here is that the first grid is whatever video I'm filming, if I'm filming anything. Then we're moving into some of the short form format and then all of my stats. So on your end, depending on how you're planning on using your weekly layout, it might be nice to kind of do some hourly planning. Like if you kind of just wanted to like move it over, and then here's where you start kind of writing in your schedule if that's what you want to do. And then here you can kind of write down any trackers or anything like that that also are important to you. I don't know. It's one of those things, like I have a hard time giving you advice on this because everybody's like purpose is going to be different, but it's a weekly layout. You already know. It's if you've had success with the Hobonichi weeks, you would probably have success with this as well because the layout is so similar, even though they're slightly different. You know what I mean? So I brought in the full month of January and February, and that's usually okay for me. I don't think that I need to add in any more. I also bought some page dividers just so that we can kind of create some separation here. And then this is where the grid pages kind of come in. So the grid pages currently, I'm kind of using it more like as like a day-to-day planner, but like more like a brain dump type of thing. So whether that's adding in information about like an outline of a video or at least the idea of a video or something like that. Oh yeah, we also have a little ruler. Highly recommended, by the way. Like if you have a plotter, please get yourself a ruler and then thank me later because it is so handy. Like look, what? So cute. And not only that, but like it's sturdy enough, like it doesn't feel so flimsy and cheaply made that you're just like, oh my God, dude, I can't even use this for anything. So anyways, so I wanted to kind of have the dot grid here for the purpose of literally anything and everything. I'm kind of using this more like, I don't want to say commonplace book, but I'm kind of using it like a bullet journal so that I know exactly what's here, and more like this is kind of what I'm planning on doing for today, like an expansion of what you see on the weekly, right? But I mean, it's a dot grid, so you can literally use it for whatever. And then the next section, this is my favorite section actually, because it becomes so handy, especially when I look back on what I already wrote. So this is sort of where I kind of collect any ideas, any quick ideas. I treat these almost like individual little sticky notes that are kind of existing on their own, but in like one page. So one section does not have to correlate to the next section at all in my mind. So here, my thing is I wanted to have, you know, like if I'm collecting trends or ideas or what's working or like feedback or like literally anything and everything that relates to online content creation and building an online business or branding, I kind of write it down here, but I write it down in like quick note format. So think like brainstorming, but like in a very specific way. And then I kind of add like a little title so I know what the hell it is, because otherwise it's just jargon, right? Like especially if I'm just using keywords or I'm trying to keep my thoughts concise, then you know, like I don't want to just write trend and hook. You know what I mean? Like eventually, like if I just write like one random word, like I'm not gonna understand my own notes. So the point is to actually like write enough information where I know what to do with it later on. So here the idea is that whatever I kind of write here, I would have to like move that insert or move that entry into somewhere, or it needs to be migrated somewhere, whether that's a video idea or it's, you know, just like literally anything that kind of comes up that becomes relevant. So I do have a few pages of that here, and then we're ending with basically like just a pen holder. So coming back to the weekly, I will show you guys how I actually use it currently. As you can tell, I add really very little, very minimal decoration. The pen that I like to use it's a gel pen from Pilot Il Mili. I'm going to be getting colored inserts or like colored cartridges for this. That's kind of why I'm like obsessed with this pen, because you can get colored cartridges for it. So I'm not constantly stuck with just like a black ink cartridge. Again, we're not going to be gushing about this for 20 minutes, but it's going to be important because the ink flow here is so good that it makes the writing experience really nice. And also it makes me feel like I can actually color code with pens instead of having to do that with markers. So here, like obviously for Monday is already done basically. So here, like on a Tuesday, I generally have clinic. So I'm not going to be putting too much pressure on myself to really like get anything out, because that will be pretty much dominating the week. And then the other day that I'm probably planning on going in is either Thursday or Friday. Let's make it Friday. So then that leaves me with the rest of the days of, we have 1, 2, 3 days. And then here I can just kind of write in what I wanted to create for shorts, for TikTok, and for Instagram. And yes, this will probably change of how I'm using it, but for now I'm just kind of trying to test it out to see if this layout, the way that I'm using it, if it makes sense or not, or what I'm missing, or if I have enough space to make notes, you know what I mean? So sometimes I want to watch like setup videos, and other times I'm like, no, actually I don't want to watch any of them because I want to be able to experience it for myself of what I actually want to write here, what makes sense, how do I want to color code it, all of that fun stuff, you know? Because really, like, it's not so much of, like, I think that like I was just so scared of doing it correctly for so long that eventually I didn't give myself permission to make it messy and to make it imperfect so that it can, like, my system could just become what it needs to become. The other thing that I love using is dot stickers. Obviously, I have a thing for dot stickers. So I would just basically mark down the days that I'm not going to be filming or that I'm not going to be here. And those are your Tuesdays and Fridays. Not all the time, but in this week, I will probably have to go in on one extra day only because there were some cancellations, regardless. So this is kind of what I would do. And then for the rest of the days, I would basically write in what is like what I'm actually planning on releasing. I don't put like a ton. I don't feel like I need to. This doesn't really work the same way for me as like what you would get from, I don't know, from like a Hobonichi Weeks, where I would like add like the word of the week and like a little decoration and a little this and a little that. I also don't overload this section just yet because I want to kind of see what I actually want to keep track of and what ideas came up. And I see myself like making this like stupidly messy, but then also adding the structure that I have here right now. It kind of keeps it simple where I can find things and I know where to reference things. I should also mention that if you have something like this, like these tiny little clippies from Midori, please use them. You can thank me later because the paper that I have, so this paper happens to be from Plotter directly, but I've seen some of the other paper that you can also get, and a lot of these are like really thin inserts. Well, hence, you know, like, look how thick she is. She's not. It's a very thin planner. So because of that, obviously I can fill a lot more paper in here. I choose not to. I don't know. Like I have a thing with like overloading something just for the sake of it feeling like bulky. So because the paper is thinner, I'm more mindful of like some of the extra clip-ons and things like that I put in here, just because then it just makes the experience of it still feel slim and minimal and elegant. And I also find that like when things are overloaded, I feel like I have to manage them, and I kind of hate that. So if you're like in that same boat where if your planner has been like really feeling overwhelming up to this point and you wanted to simplify it, the best way that you can simplify it is just like add in a little bit less than what you would want to and spend less time on figuring out what your aesthetic is and more of what the function of it is. So for me, it plays the function of just like catching anything and everything that kind of comes up, but in a really structured way so that I know what to do with that information when that comes up. So hopefully that makes sense. This is basically it. I know that you guys will probably have more questions, and please like ask me if you guys want to see like a part 2 or like how we could do it like this way or that way. No matter what it is, like drop your questions below. But here's my question for you. I would love to know if you have a plotter and how do you currently use it. I would love to know. Please let me know in the comment section below. And in the meanwhile, I hope that you guys have found this helpful, useful, all the things. Thanks so much for hanging out, loves. I really do appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with me. And just remember, just keep planning and keep journaling, keep doing all the things. And I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye.